Welcome back to Australia in summer even. Well, not quite summer, but boy oh boy, it's been warm and I've been going down a rabbit hole. Oh yes, we've been looking at the history of Australia using Transport Fever 2. I'm attempting to recreate it. And today, this area, Port Phillip. Port Phillip Bay and Melbourne will be founded. G'day, I'm Stephen Spry. And, wow, this is getting exciting. Really? Yeah. The rabbit hole was trying to understand what the hell happened here. Because it comes back to, well, we're currently in 1835, as you can see by the date down the bottom, but it comes back to 1803, before Hobart was set up. Well, as I've mentioned several times, the French were very interested in this area. So the Governor of Sydney, up here, Governor King, he decided, I'm going to send some people down here in 1803 because they knew about this bay. So let's check it out and see if we can establish a settlement here, because we don't want those pesky Frenchmen coming in and claiming any part of Terra Australis. Thank you very much. So he did that, and they actually discovered the potential site for Melbourne up here at the head of the Yarra River, where it went from salt to fresh water. So later that year, in 1803, Governor King sent somebody down to establish a penal colony, which he did here. Makes sense, doesn't it? Not there, but over here at Sorrento. Roger. That was a bit dopey, I gather. Yeah, well, it didn't last long, and only a few months, in fact. Lack of water, surprisingly. So that penal settlement was moved over to Hobart. Ta-da! Now, in the meantime, and shortly after Hobart was established, we had Launceston established as well. Right. And this whole area around here grew and grew and grew, and there were all sorts of famous people came out of here. In fact, there was a group of pastoralists and businessmen who were quickly running out of land. Oh, really? Yes, they thought they were. But they wanted better land, more land and better land. So where did they think of going? One would think they'd try up here somewhere. Yeah, well, they did. In fact, in 1826, John Batman, not Batman, but Batman, oh, stop it. Well, he tried to settle around Western Port, somewhere in the western part of Victoria, which isn't really appropriate on this map, but never mind. He tried to get approval to settle the area around Western Port for farms and so on and so forth, but the governor of the time said, no, John, look, calm your farm, man, stay down here in Tassie. Oh, right, okay, well, that was 1826. Yep. Well, another Tasmanian grazier, Edward Henty, in 1834 thought, well, bugger this, I'm going to do it anyway. So he brought over a few head of cattle, sheep it was, sorry, my apologies, and set up an illegal sheep run in 1834. Well, okay. Batman said, anything you can do, buddy, I can do better. So on the middle of May 1835, John Batman came over and started exploring this area around here. And then, right, let's see what I can do with the local Aboriginal tribes and see if I can purchase some land. Yeah, right. So, he presented them with all sorts of stuff. I'll list that on the screen because it's... you might want to pause it to have a look at the stuff that he used to purchase 600,000 acres of land in this area from the local tribes. Right. Yeah, and then he intended to establish a settlement up here So that's June-ish. 1919. No, wrong century, dude. 1835. Right. Now, while he was off doing this, there was another Tasmanian grazier based in Launceston called John Faulkner. He was a businessman. He wasn't a grazier. He had the same idea and set off on the 4th of August with a party of settlers in a boat called, what was it called? The Enterprise or something? Don't know. Can't remember now. If I'm wrong, I'll put the correct one up on the screen. But he actually landed up here and, half a dozen people, boom, town. Oh, yep. Which didn't amuse Batman when he arrived back a few months later to establish his settlement to find that someone had already got here first. But hey-ho, they managed to say, there's plenty of land for all of us, of course. So they started settling this area around here. However, when word of Batman's treaty got back to the Governor of New South Wales up there in Sydney, it was declared to be illegal. Yes. Sorry about that, Chief. And all these trespassers now were, strangely enough, trespassing on Crown land. Oh, okay. This is now Crown land, is it? Yeah, well, back in 1803 when they came to explore this, it was claimed in the name of the king, so yeah, it's Crown land. Oh, but what about the treaty? Well, Batman was wrong. Apparently it was a treaty to pass through the lands, not to actually buy it and take it over. But anyway, whatever. As colonists do, they just said, well, stuff it, we're going to set up a township right here. And so, Batmania. Batmania, yeah, I know. Or whatever. That was one of the proposed names. But anyway, so they started settling here. In 1836, the governor said, well, there's an awful lot of people here, so we better do something official to, So we'll actually declare this area the Port Phillip district of New South Wales and send the police magistrate Lonsdale down here to, take control of the area. So let's see what happens. We have a map of Melbourne in 1837. I'm going to see if I can bring it up here. Right, here we go. So we are from the National Library of Australia, map showing the site of Melbourne and the position of the huts and buildings previous to the foundation of this township by Sir Richard Burke in 1837. So how are we going to best look at this? How about you go full screen, buddy? Okay. Beautiful. All right, can we zoom out? Right. So we're a few miles up the Yarra River. This is the end of the Yarra Salt, and there's some waterfalls there, and that's the fresh water up there. So, good. So we've got dotted lines that represent tracks, little dots represent where businesses, tents, etc., huts, slab huts were built, blah, 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 blah. God, you're not going to go through all that again, are you? No, I don't think I will. What I will... Oh, there's John Batman's place, near Batman's Hill. She Oaks. Thanks for that. Not needed. Right. Okay, so here's the street layout, is it? Well, this is the proposed 1837 lot. What's his name? Who was it? Oh, look, I don't know. Well, I do know. The streets were laid out by Hoddle. So this is Hoddle's map, see? Richard Township, surveyed and rubble hostel. I don't know what happened, but anyway, here's the streets. So what I've got to do is do something similar. Right, and place those streets. Now let me find. Now here is a very similar map. I've just rotated it so that we've got the streets on the right, on a better angle for us to work with. Right, you can see Flinders Street, Collins Street, Burke Street, Lonsdale Street. Okay, what map is this? Port Phillip 1837. Right. It's going to be good enough for us to try and work out. You can see the original layout of the settlement goes through there with a track. There was a track winding back to an old-fashioned shack. Shut up. Along the road to up here. This was the track that went to Geelong. Look, I don't know. I'm not a Victorian. I know very little other than what I've been researching to this week on the history of Melbourne. But we've got enough here to get our little settlement happening, up and running. Good stuff. All right, can we get moving on it then? Because, this is going to take a bit, isn't it? So what are we going to do? Right, let's find a street. Now, I'm just going to use these ones now, the normal city streets, except Flinders and so on. They're probably a bit bigger, aren't they? Right, where's it going to go? Well, Flinders Street Station is roughly in this area here. Okay, so I carved a path through the trees there to give me an idea of perhaps where that could go. So let's say that's Flinders Street. Yay, team. All right, and is it Elizabeth Street? No, mate, not Elizabeth Street. Swanston Street's the one that actually crosses the river. All right, let's do Swanston Street. Make it about... better make it a bit leveler. All right, I'll keep things level around here just for the sake of doing stuff proper. 99 metres. Oh, right, good. And we'll put another one here, same distance, 100 metres. 5 to 0. No, 5 to 5, please. Right, and carve one up the middle. Sure. I have no idea what that street's called. That would possibly be Collins Street. Fair enough. And this one would be Burke. Jolly good. Better keep it at 5 metres. You don't want to play though, do you? That'll do. Righto, Queen Street, up there. Yeah, all right. And another one we'll just put to be named. I think it's William. I don't know. Not a Melbourneite. Don't know. But there's the basis for our new little settlement here in Melbourne. Right. Well, you know what to do now. Come over to Street Constructions. Yep, hit that fella, Advanced Town Builder. How many people? Well, it's only tiny to start with, so we're going to go 30, 30, 30. Do you want to save it? Oh, yeah, good. Right, I'm back, and I've already had one go at this, and guess what? It didn't work. Oh, dear. Yeah, unfortunately, the city stayed at the size that I set it up for, and I wasn't able to enlarge it, which is a bit of a bummer. Right, so what did you do wrong? Look, a couple of things wrong. Firstly, these guys I didn't set to stay as player ownership, so I had stupid bloody AI putting the tar roads. Thank you. No, thank you. I don't want those. So the first thing I've got to do is make sure that all of this is player owned. And if you look at the Yarra River, there we go. It's also the invisible player owned there, so the AI can't build off that. And the reason I've used those invisible roads, of course, is to keep that gradient of the river within acceptable tolerances. Right, now what? Right, okay. Yes, you, and let's get rid of some trees, because trees are a pain. Right, okay. Well, the moment we try to level anything, right, they become a huge problem with the terraforming tools. Oh. And I don't know if that's because I'm using the bigger brush. Maybe you should try out the normal brush. I will at some stage. But right now, let's just flatten this lot out. Right. You could probably go another street up there now. I probably could. In fact, I think I will. Oops. More trees? Yeah, kill trees. Okay, kill the trees. Not very environmental of you, young man. Oh, shut up. Right, terrain tools. Yep, you, flatten. Right, come up a bit further. Just clear the spot where you want the town to grow. Make it flat. And the only reason I'm making it flat is so that the game can better do its thing. Well, it certainly looks a lot better when things are flat, doesn't it? Yes. Right. Back to these guys. Yeah, all right, I'll come another 50 metres up here. Ooh. Yeah, look, that'll do. 51 metres. Yes. 51. No, not 65. 51. Nice and level. Lovely. And across. And up the middle. 42. Yeah, look, don't believe it. It's fine. Right, now what? The other thing I want to do is, while I've got everything nice and level, is to build a farm over here so that I can send some food. Okay, well, you know what to do. Kill it. Righto. Yeah, it's damned annoying, isn't it? Hello? I thought you killed it. I did. That's how long it took. Wow. Yeah, I know. All right, level. Let's just smooth that off. Right, and smooth right this, please. You're going to have to work out what the hell's going on here, mate, because that's just not right. No. Never mind. Okay, there we go. Smooth. What are you going to do about that? Nothing. I just leave it like that. No, you can't. All right, I can't. Good. Okay. You see, watch what happens here. If we go into contour view, because that actually highlights the trees as you're doing this, and you'll see that you might be lucky. I might be lucky as well. Good. Okay, that's just gone crazy, but that'll do. Okay, now what are you going to do? All right, I'm actually, because this is a large place, I'm not going to use the standard 35 thing that I've been using. So just plonk you there. Lovely. So this grain that I've got here, yep, we're actually going to send that off back down over the road, over Bass Strait back to Launceston, because these guys that settled this, Mr. Batman and Mr. Faulkner, right, they will be initially selling their wares on their boats back to country road, please. Yes, you replace, do that, and then join it up. Ooh, hang on. I want it to come in. No, not like it's just. Come on, round you come. Curvy. It's not playing. No, it doesn't like me, does it? Alright, I want it to come in down here. That'll do. Good. Alright. Are we ready yet? Oh, I hope so. Alright, you going to save it again? I probably should. So, there you go. I thought I'd finished episode 15 up there. But now I'm redoing it. So, save. Pain in the butt. Yes, I know. But we'll get there eventually. Now, this is Flinders Street, remember? Right. Good. Now, I'm going to set this up as a tiny town to start with, which is 70. Right. Fingers crossed. Oh, where did everything come in? That is the question. Okay. Residential up here. Yeah, I don't really want commercial up there. I want it down here. Oh, good. You're going to have to do a little bit of whack-a-moling. Yeah, I know. That's all right. I'll sort that out off camera, because I know how much you all love whack-a-moling. And this is Batmania at the moment, or some other name. It's not Melbourne until, I don't know, 1837 or something silly. Now, right. Yes, all right. Where's the food? The food is cargo layer up there. Well, you don't really want that road then, do you? Probably not now. I mean, on the other map that I did, yes, but on this one, no, you can come straight in there, I think. Right. Okay. So, let's build our... Okay. Era A, no cargo lamps. We're going to have dirt. We're going to have one platform, and it's going to be a long one, and we can put it... Oh my gosh, will you... Why is it... That's the snapping thing. Okay. Alright, we'll just... There, done. It's terrible looking road. How about... Yeah, a lot of grass showing through there, isn't it? Let's just do that. And no, what else you forgot? This. Look, doesn't matter. Okay, here. Right. Let's build a drop-off. Can we... This will be for the port that I've got to build yet too. Okay, 40 metres long. Is that going to fit? 50, maybe? Will that fit? Just. Okay, narrow. Yes, ground. 2 terminals. Connection street length will be fine. We'll leave it. Oh, got to change the road type to country old so it matches these. Just, do we want a fence? No, we don't. And we just want dirt. We want higher cargo capacity and signs. And build anyway, click right. That's the wrong dirt, Stephen. Damn it, it is too. Be because you've got road dirt here, which would look a lot better. You're going to have to hold H down. Oh, not H, Shift. That's the fella. And a bit of terrain tool to level that out. Good stuff. All right, now, also you're going to need a road depot, and for that we can use a Mad Hatter's road depot. Did we have one of those over in Sydney? We must have. I hope we did. I don't know. But we've got one here. Cool. All right. Back to paint tools and erase, maybe. That one. Beautiful. Melbourne Road Depot. Lovely. Melbourne Farms. Right. And this will be Melbourne Freight. Lovely. And that didn't look like it's connecting. It's not, is it? Bugger. Okay, back to you. You. That one. Yes, and now come across. Right. And now across. Oh, that's disastrous. It is somewhat, isn't it? Okay, let's take that down further. Right, and now try it. Yeah, that's better. Cool. And this bit of road I'll use to come down to the dock that I don't have there yet. So dock. Now this is my modified Ingo's port to carry cargo. Where's our navigable? Well, it would be over here, Stephen. Okay, fair enough. I'll just somehow work out where this goes. So we'll do it there. Right. And a bit of levelling, please. Right at the dock side. Right, and a bit of narrow. Do you want the city road? Sure. It doesn't want to play, does it? It's trying to do the height thing. Look, see? Stupid height thing. So we'll get it there, right? And now with a bit of curving. No. Up to there. And now a bit of curving. Yeah, working well. Oh, shush. That could be a narrower one, couldn't it? No, because this is the wrong size. I better make that the wider one. Fair enough. And that looks better. Beaut. Right. What's happening now? We've got to get you from here to a building here that is going to process the... Ooh, getting a bit blowy. Yeah, yep. The weather is very different here at the moment. A couple of 35-degree days just to annoy you. Maybe a storm every now and then. Gosh. All right, where's this going to live? Well, this could live anywhere under here, under one of these. So let's call it, as long as it's got connection to the road, which it does. And this can be Melbourne Bakery. Right. So our guys can now, we can create a new route. That's that one. Yep. Okay, we can come from the farm and we can wait forever there for a full load. We can come to here. Today would be nice. Doesn't like you. Melbourne Freight. Good. And now we've got to drop off back to wherever these guys are. Cargo layer. It's the blue ones. This is back to front. Ah, look, it doesn't matter. Waypoint. We'll do. Don't want a waypoint. Sorry, I wanted a freight drop off. So we'll do that here. Maybe there. Right, so back to you, Melbourne Freight Aid Station. You can come to there. That's a roundabout way, isn't it? Yep, not to worry. Okay. Now, farm to here, which feeds that, which creates bread, which can be dropped off there and back to farm. And this is also connected to here, right, which is going to send stuff over to Launceston. Fair enough. So let's put one of these here. That's a hell of a drop, isn't it? Yeah, well, it'll be fine. No worries. Don't worry. Be happy. All right, skinny. Yes. Straight. Okay, and now curved, and hopefully you will come up to there. Nice. And now you should connect to the entire town, which you do. Beautiful. Launceston Port. Where are we getting our boats from? Well, it's 1835, and over here, the Port Arthur Penitentiary has been established for 5 years. It was originally set up as a jail where the convicts would get timber, but what actually happened was it became, what are you looking for? It became a famous, oh come on, turn around, spin it, thank you. It became a famous shipbuilding area, would you believe? Yes, convicts learnt how to build boats, which you'd think would be a bit of a problem with convicts perhaps, like, whoops, wrong one, try you, that one, yep, okay. I mean, would you really want to give convicts the ability to save themselves? Oh dear, oh dear. Alright, another new line please. This time we're going to come from new line. We're going to come from Melbourne. Mr. Batman, Mr. Faulkner. We are going to be waiting forever for a full load, and we're going to be bringing that full load of grain over to here. Thank you. So this is Melbourne to Launceston freight. Cool. Can we put a boat or two on that? Sure. Okay. We're going to buy a couple of two-masted schooners. 2 of those, thanks very much. And put you on that. Beautiful. Okay, so that's happening. Right, this little route here, line 2, Melbourne grain to food. Okay, and you need some carriages. I'll put 3 on there so we can just work out what the line rate is. It's supposed to be 200, remember? Melbourne grain to food. Line rate is 28. So we need a lot more. Oh, goody, goody. You know what that means. Yeah, look, just do it. Oh, you get so excited, don't you? Oh, dear. Clone mass. God, you buggered that up. Try again. Sure. Mass clone. Thank you. 56. Still need more? Well, how about we do double? Sure. Mass clone. 113. We still need 200. Oh, come on. Oh, look. All right, fine. I'll leave it at that for now. Don't panic. Okay, let's watch these guys do their thing, and hopefully Melbourne's going to work this time. What do you mean, hopefully? Well, it didn't last time. Okay. I don't know what went on, but we shall see. Melbourne. All right, charts. I started at 70, didn't I? Oh, good. It's already showing 77. So the moment we start delivering some of this bread, this will increase, and hopefully the town will begin growing. And that looks terrible. We'll fix it. Okay, I shall fix it. Oh, and over there. Yep. Out there. And now try and smooth it off. Well, that's not going to happen. You know it. See? It's not going to happen. Right. Oh, look, I don't know what's going on. It just sometimes it wants to and sometimes it doesn't. Okay, you're coming in. Let's see what happens here now, please. We want to see eventually both Hobart and, not Hobart, Launceston and Melbourne appear here on this. Okay, so we've got some production happening. We've got some... Melbourne, 2, yes. Launceston, nothing. Why are you not... Yeah, you're close enough to that. Oh, no, there it is. Don't panic. Oh, my God. Thank God for that. All right. Hopefully, that's going to work this time. Right. How will you know? Well, once we start delivering stuff, food, because these guys will be delivering food. Probably not the first one, but this fella should be. Yep. And that fella should be. Okay, so once it starts delivering food, this 77 will change. See, we're adding 10% now, 84. Right. I have no idea, but I'm just going to hope like hell that it does, and I'll report back to you next time, because next time we have to trundle over to beautiful downtown Adelaide and set it up, because it was set up in 1836. But for now, we're still at Batman's illegal settlement of Melbourne. That's hilarious, isn't it, eh? The illegal settlement. My God. He made a treaty with the local Aboriginals to purchase, in quotation marks, the land. Didn't realise, of course, that it was actually just to pass through, not to take over. But anyway, and then he was declared illegal by the government because, well, that wasn't just on. No. This was Crown land because we claimed this in 1803, remember? Yeah. So you're trespassing. That didn't worry these Tasmanian graziers and settlers. They just said, stuff it, we're going to do it anyway. Says it's going up. And things are growing. I see new stuff happening, which is good. So I think whatever I did to it last time that you didn't see, it's going to work. But I think I've got a bit of whack-a-moling to do to get to these things where I want them, because I really want all this commercial down here. That'll be fun for you off camera, won't it? Hopefully, yes. In the meantime, that's hooroo from me. Oh, and goodbye from him. How close are the boats? Oh, look, they won't be anywhere near it. And here, see, look, miles away. Well, do you want to watch them come up the Yarra River? Do we really want to watch them? No. No, we don't. All right, well, don't then. Just go. Okay. I will. Thanks, people. Glad to have you here. And until next time, we'll see you then. Okay. Bye for now. Bye.